Hello and welcome! This is going to be an introduction to an AP Sona build, specifically in the mid lane. Now, AP Sona has been and still is one of the most popular off-meta picks in League of Legends. And really, the best way to go about this build is to use your Q to poke and to use your E to kind of give you that additional movement speed. You want to exploit that additional range, which is why I recommend for you to go for Burst Strike for your runes. There are other runes you can go for, like Electrocute, Dark Harvest, or even Arcane Comet, but those don't really give you the same amount of returns, and you're going to get the first hit off anyways with your Q. Combining that with your auto and a Sheen, it's going to give you a lot of gold, which you're going to need because Sona does kind of struggle to farm in lane. Her autos don't do much damage, and her Q is not super reliable in terms of getting you farm. You can get plenty of farm if you play it right. I'm bad at it. You can also use your E to exploit a lot of weaknesses in terms of enemy mobility, and it can help you get out of a lot of tight situations, which is incredibly important. Because you're not going to be able to 1v1 too well, so you need to be able to get out of tight situations. That being said, it also allows you to chase enemies down like a dog, and it's incredibly helpful when doing so. Now, kind of a huge goal with AP Sona is you're going to want to try to get off your third proc in your passive, which means if you use each ability, this is simply normal Sona, you need to use the ability 3 times to proc your enhanced auto attack. When you use your Q, you already get a buffed up auto attack that you also give everyone else on your team. Combine that with your base Q damage, enhanced auto attack, your Sheen, everything else, it gives you a really strong, nice burst of damage. Now, later and later you get in the game, the more and more you're going to be playing a supportive role. That's almost naturally going to come in that matter. You're going to be able to do less and less by yourself, and therefore work more with the team. You're not going to really be, like I said earlier, 1v1ing too much. Yes, you're going to be able to kite and harass opponents, poke them down, and then kill them. That being said, you're not going to have to go for supportive items at all. You're still going to be doing plenty of damage. Just like lower your expectations a little bit. Now for build, you're going to want to go for a Ludens, Lichbane, Rabadon, Void Staff, usually something else. For your boots, of course, you can go for Sork boots, go for Swifties or Mobies, depending on how you really want to go about it. If you want to run them down, go right at it. I usually go for Sork boots, just get that additional damage. It really does help out. One thing I do go for that I do not recommend, I just don't like necessarily use my brain cells, and that's whenever you see me going for either a Hextech alternator or something else that gives burst early on, that just doesn't really deliver later on to your build unless you build something like a Shadow Flame. Alright, now to talk about the pros and cons of this build. Now the pros are going to be that you're going to have high range, you're going to be fast, and you're going to be doing a decent burst in damage. Not phenomenal, but I'm still going to list this one as a solid pro. Now, when you look at your weaknesses, you're going to be squishy, you're going to have a... She's not good at farming, you'll be bad at 1v1s, and the damage isn't going to be super consistent. Yes, you can kind of round in the 1v1 situation, but it doesn't make it so you could pretty much just run it down and slap him. Alright, thank you guys. That's all for my Sona guide. Please like and subscribe.